So welcome everyone to Cisco sessions, where we were going to cover the latest innovation in Cisco enterprise networks. My name is Taras, and I'm going to be your presenter today. So a little bit about myself. So originally I'm from Ukraine. These days I'm based in Helsinki in Finland. And nowadays I'm helping our customers transform their network infrastructure with Cisco solutions like Cisco DNA Center, like Cisco Meraki, Thousand Eyes, you name it. Via my 8-year career in Cisco, I've been working in multiple different organizations like Advanced Services, where I was designing and helping our customers implement their solutions, as well as on the customer success role, where I was driving adoption of our software-based solutions in Cisco. So the goal of my session today is to inform you on what's next with Cisco enterprise networks and what are we bringing to the table or what we were bringing for the table for last 6 months, our latest announcements and so on. And this should help you to simplify your daily work when it's coming to the network operations, and hopefully to give you time for an inspiration to get more from your investments, as well as innovate and probably even set the trends in our networking field. So let's get started, shall we? So probably when I'm talking to all of our customers and partners, one of the main points is how do I get the most from the investment that I'm done into particular solution or product with the least amount of time and preferably in simple way. Or if it translated to the networking, how do I get my network equipment, which I bought for an amount of money, to be working as a modern network in a fast pacing world that requires flexibility and speed. And the network that will provide me secure access to my users and network and the end devices, the network that will provide me necessary insights to understand what's going on in the network, help me to troubleshoot the issues with ease, or maybe even more, predict those issues before they even happen in the network infrastructure. And the network that is easy to use and simple to manage. The answer for that is that probably network devices by themselves cannot do that. It doesn't matter if it's a router, a switch, wireless LAN controller, access point, those devices requires configuration. And if you are thinking about how to do the configuration of the network devices, typically you can do it either on the built-in web UI that is nowadays on Cisco portfolio is available on any switch or wireless LAN controller or router, or you can use well-loved and respected by many network engineers, administrators, architects, command line interface. The problem was with those two tools is that they are either not scalable or might not be able to provide all of the necessary needs to actually build an entire network solution that would be flexible enough, secure enough in nowadays. So for this reason, in Cisco, we are helping our customers to get the most from their network infrastructure or network devices with the Cisco software. In fact, if you would like to get the most from your network equipment that you bought, which is super powerful, and combine it with the simplicity and flexibility of Cisco software, that's where you can unlock the full potential of the platform and get the best results. So let's zoom in a bit now and take a look on those components of the Cisco hardware, Cisco software, when we are talking about, of course, enterprise networking side of Cisco portfolio. Starting from 2017, we in Cisco started to unify our enterprise networking portfolio under Catalyst 9000 umbrella. So in 2017, we brought to the market Catalyst 9K switches, and later on, we also added our Catalyst 9800 and 9100 wireless LAN controller access points. The main idea behind all of the Cisco enterprise networking portfolio is that all of those devices have programmable ASICs, which makes our hardware future-proofed. So no matter if there any kind of protocol going to be developed or any new feature that would be required, those ASICs can be programmed to be able to do to enable those new capabilities. In addition to that, all of those devices are running on our best-in-class network operating system of iOS XE to be able to provide the same experience among all of the network equipment, as well as to provide easier ability for us as a Cisco to make a software that would be able to manage those devices. From earlier this year, we've added expansion to our Catalyst 9K portfolio, which is Catalyst 9000X, to be able to provide higher throughput and speed to our devices by 1 terabit stacking, enhanced security capabilities like hardware-based IPsec and 1 MACsec support, as well as 400G and deep buffers for better packet processing on the higher end of the core and the edge of the network infrastructure. On the wireless side, what we've announced recently is that expansion of our Wi-Fi 6 access points portfolio to Wi-Fi 6E access points portfolio, where we can fully utilize the 6 gigahertz capabilities in addition to the 5 gigahertz that are available today to have a better user experience when it's coming to the connection, utilizing specific applications and consuming specific services. Now, when it's coming to Cisco hardware, the other big focus for us is actually sustainability. And with Cisco Catalyst portfolio, we are focusing on 4 main pillars when it's coming to sustainability across our network equipment. First of all, we are talking about efficient power consumption. This is where we have across our network devices and equipment platinum-rated power supplies, as well as more flexible power management to drive better throughput via per watt consumption. We are also trying more and more use sustainable materials across our network devices, as well as what is coming hand to hand when we deliver the Catalyst 9K devices. We are trying to make the packages as least wasteful as possible. So we are not. So we are helping to preserve all of those natural resources and overall just to be less wasteful. And the last but not least, and probably one of the key driver of the overall circular economy, which is behind the making the sustainable business, is the ability to, in the end of the life cycle, to get our gear back, fully recycle or reuse it, as well as we are also accepting the gear from our competitors in the field in case there is such need. Now let's talk about software of Cisco side, on the Cisco side, that is actually helping us to bring the most from our network devices. So on the Cisco side, on the enterprise networking side, we have Cisco DNA Center and Cisco Meraki dashboard that are helping to manage our network infrastructure. Let's first talk about Cisco DNA Center, which is our premier on-prem network orchestrator for our physical and virtual devices. With the DNA Center, you can automate your network infrastructure doesn't matter if the device just got delivered to you and you just racked and stacked it and you want to configure it, or if the device is already running in the network infrastructure that is fully operational and you would like to do some configuration changes, or maybe to apply patches and upgrade software. Another thing where we are focusing on the DNA Center is the reach analytics and telemetry with the help of either traditional protocols like syslog and SNMP, or more modern protocols like streaming telemetry and NetFlow to get us understanding about what's going on in the network infrastructure, what is the user experience, what is the application experience that is running through our network infrastructure. We also have great capabilities on the artificial intelligence and machine learning to provide us better view on the larger scale of what's going on with the network infrastructure, to actually even predict what the user experience will be across a specific time of the day, so you can focus on things that matters. On the security side, using reach analytics and telemetry, as well as deep packet inspection, we are able to granularly identify and classify all of the endpoints that are connected to the network infrastructure. But besides doing that, what we are also doing is, with the help of the trust analytics, we're not just stopping on after we identified what kind of device is there, but what we are doing is actually we are continuously evaluating is the device is actually the device that was connected to the network infrastructure, or someone is trying to impersonate it or maybe spoof it. You can also do a active scanning on the weak credentials. So for example, if it's an IoT device and you're not sure if the administrator that is managing those IoT systems configured secure passwords, or maybe you would like to see if there are any open ports that might be exposed to the external world, you can do that with the help of the DNA Center trust analytics. And of course, what we can also provide you is the understanding if the device is trying to reach some malicious networks or services with the help of NetFlow and our Talos integration of the cybersecurity research organization. The fourth, also very important piece, is programmability. DNA Center has rich APIs, software development kits, as well as ability to manage and automate it via Ansible playbooks and the Terraform. So you can utilize your daily tools to automate even more your network infrastructure and your network in itself. Now, what we've announced in summer this year is that in addition to the DNA Center physical appliance, which we delivering with which DNA software is delivered starting from 2018, we are also announcing that from the beginning next year, early as January, we are going to be able to provide DNA Center software as a virtual appliance, or simply as a virtual machine, either on the public cloud like AWS, and moving further, we will expand other cloud providers, as well as on the VMware. So we will provide a flexibility and even better exposure of the DNA software to more customers across every verticals. This is actually was a very big ask from our customers and partners, and I'm super happy that we are actually delivering that. Now, let's talk about other management platform, which is delivered on a cloud-based fashion, which is Cisco Meraki Dashboard. So similarly to DNA Center, Cisco Meraki Dashboard is providing management, observability, and security across entire network architecture, but making it in the cloud-based manner. Recently, Cisco Meraki Dashboard was enhanced with the new user experience innovations to give better understanding what's happening in the network infrastructure and to help our users to focus more. Now, the biggest thing when it's coming to the or the, I would say, hustle that a lot of our customers were talking about when it's coming to the Meraki dashboard and Meraki architecture in general, was that Meraki supported so far only the Cisco Meraki separate equipment, which was not covering Catalyst 9K portfolio. But starting from this year, we are making our best cloud managed architecture working together with our best networking equipment together. So Cisco Meraki dashboard will be able to manage and analyze what's happening with the Cisco Catalyst networking portfolio. It includes switches, it includes wireless, and so on. So how do we start, and where is going to be our journey taking us? First of all, what our customers can do already today is starting monitoring their Catalyst networking gear with the Meraki dashboard. This is very important for the bigger customers that might have Meraki devices on the access layer, but utilizing Catalyst switching on the distribution and core to utilize higher speed and throughputs, as well as some more feature-rich functionality. And they were asking us quite heavily, they would like to see the same their Catalyst 9K devices under the same Meraki dashboard where all of the other Meraki equipment is there. And we are already delivering there with our Catalyst 9K portfolio. If you paid attention to my Wi-Fi 6E announcement, you would see that also our Wi-Fi 6E are going to be also managed by the Meraki dashboard natively. So we provide our customers a choice if they would like to utilize Cisco Catalyst Wi-Fi 6E access points either in the cloud managed way with the Cisco Meraki or with the controller-based way with the Catalyst and DNA Center. They will have this choice and they can do it before they even order the specific Catalyst 9K access points. And then moving forward, later this year, we are gonna adding first editions of our Catalyst 9300 switches to be fully managed under Cisco Meraki dashboard. This is to get our entire portfolio under Meraki cloud will takes us some time, so it's gonna be a journey from A to point C, and it's gonna take probably a bit of time before we are gonna be able to add all of our devices from Catalyst 9K portfolio under cloud management. But this is a great start, and a lot of our customers were asking for that. So, in a nutshell, with Cisco software, we are actually providing our customer a choice. If you would like to have a better, flexibility and full operational ownership of the devices and what you are doing with the network infrastructure, then Cisco DNA Center with the in addition of the virtual appliance is probably the best choice for you. In case you are already embracing the cloud first transformation and you would like to have the operational simplicity, then Cisco Meraki dashboard and architecture is probably the choice for you. And somewhere in the middle, we have the cloud monitoring for the customer that may be already running hybrid environments or would like just to try the cloud-based management. Then we have a cloud monitoring option for those environments where they can try to see what's going on with their network infrastructure from Meraki dashboard, but maybe without fully manage those, just being able to see what's going on. So now let's take a look, what can we achieve with those hardware and software components together, and what outcomes can we receive in the end. So when it's coming to the DNA Center managed environments, our flagship architecture is called Cisco Software Defined Access. And with the software defined access, the main idea behind is that we are building a next generation infrastructure that is covering wired and wireless environment in a fully automated way that will also provide us ability to do something like identity-based policy and segmentation, where our users are not defined anymore by IP addresses or virtual LANs, but actually the policy is based on the identity of the user. And whenever that device or user is connected in the network infrastructure, we will always be able to be define that policy for the user. In addition to that, because we are fully building those network, we are able to utilize the most from analytics and capabilities, and we automatically enable those as soon as we build our SDAccess architecture. When it's coming to Meraki, either with the Meraki equipment or with the addition of Catalyst 9K, Meraki is focusing on the simplicity. So in this case, we are talking about more traditional types of network infrastructure that might be enhanced, for example, for flexible segmentation of adaptive policy. And with that in mind, simplicity is coming from the Meraki dashboard, because all of the devices are automatically getting onboarded by Meraki dashboard. So you pretty much bought the device, connected to the network, and it will be automatically getting onboarded and can be configured from the Meraki dashboard. In addition to the networking devices, Meraki is actually quite heavily focused on the security and IoT with our smart cameras and lots of different environmental sensors. We are able to provide even better understanding what's happening with the, not just with the network environment, but overall with the just physical environment in general. And with the Meraki mobile device management, you are able to manage and utilize your end user devices as well. It doesn't matter, is it iOS, Android, or maybe it's a Windows, macOS, you are able to use the platform. In addition to that, similarly to DNA Center, Meraki has a highly customizable APIs where our customers or partners can utilize those integrations to be able to manage the Meraki dashboard in more flexible way, tailored for their needs. In a nutshell, when it's coming to the outcomes, doesn't matter if you are talking about DNA Center and software-defined access, or if you are talking Meraki dashboard and Meraki architecture. What we are achieving are the standardized, fast, and efficient network deployments and operation with the help of the extensive automation, with the help of best-in-class segmentation and security. We are able to have a safer environment that is less exposed to the security threats and attacks. With the super infrastructure visibility, we are able to provide better user experience for all of the our employees or overall users of the network devices, and which means we can better serve them, we can faster troubleshoot issues, and have overall better users. And when everything works well in your network infrastructure, you have a time back to actually talk about your great solutions across your peers in the vertical, which means better exposure for you and your company brand, which is quite important these days as well. So if you are interested to learn more, don't hesitate to contact your local Cisco representative or Cisco partner, and don't just ask for presentations. Ask for demo or proof of concept or proof of value engagements. One thing is to be able to talk about things, but another thing is to experience how the product looks like, either from a demo or maybe even trying it in your own lab, or enable some of the capabilities in your production infrastructure in case you would like just to get immediate value from the visibility. Because with the DNA Center or with the Meraki Cloud Analytics, you are able to onboard your existing environments and get the analytics and visibility from the infrastructure in pretty much no time and without any impact on the network infrastructure. And then once you're ready, feel free to discuss enterprise agreement as the best possible experience to consume Cisco solutions. With that in mind, I will thank you for your time. I hope you had a great experience listening to my presentation, and I hope you learned and got inspired with something. Thank you.